probably my favorite day of the year, the Brooklyn Book Festival.
Then it's a heaviness I borrow and am taught to own. What's mine is mine.
Planetarium. Planetarium. So I was walking down the street to get some Utz potato chips the other day, and I found this cardboard box full of VHS tapes, which I was just going to use to film over, because it's like VHS tapes are like really expensive now. They're like $20 for like 3 of them at Rite Aid or whatever. I can't even believe Rite Aid still sells them, but like they have appreciated in value a lot. And so I find all these VHS tapes, you know, like with just these kind of labels on them with handwriting. I didn't really read them or anything. I just kind of took them thinking I'd tape over them. And I noticed there is like 10 video series that's labeled America's New War. And some guy had taped like all of the CNN coverage in the days after 9/11. So I'll just put that on when I'm kind of like around the house to kind of reminisce or whatever.
Hundreds of thousands of Germans gathered to remember those who lost their lives in the terrorist attacks on Tuesday. They hope to be able to build on in the future.
Gotta get the train rolling in.
So we've been doing a lot of the BBW lately, the Brooklyn Backyard Wrestling, and sort of in preparation, sort of a part of our warm-up routine. We went over to Eric's house and we played WWF No Mercy, which is a Nintendo 64 game. Definitely the best wrestling game ever made, no doubt about it. And I spent hundreds, if not thousands, of hours playing this game as a kid. I mean, I think it ruined my eyesight. I mean, I spent so many hours, like literally every day after school, I'd go home and I'd play this game all day, every day. Because in this game, you can create your own wrestler. So, like, in my version, I made, like, a Frankly Fabulous with all his moves and, like, looked like me. And so Eric, on his cartridge, had made, a lot of these kids weren't even, like, wrestlers. They were just, like, kids we went to high school with. And they were all the kind of, like, outcast kids, They were the extreme kind of fringe weirdos. And, they are forever, consecrated and memorialized in Eric's Nintendo 64 WWF No Mercy. They'll see money. Those are actually your characters, man.
Yeah.
Put them in. Do you want hot Italian sausage? Or do you want sweet Italian sausage? They're cutting down this tree next door. I guess its leaves are yellow. Maybe it's diseased or something. But it looks like they've cut down about half of our fucking tree, too. And they're putting in this roof up there. Things are changing, man. So maybe it's improvements. They just about cut our tree in half, though. That's life, I guess. Here we are back at the motherfucking. So what is this? This is for Facebook?
Live.
Okay.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Yeah. What? Facebook Live is real. Yeah, I've never heard
yeah.
of this before. We'll do it live.
Fuck it, we're doing live. So we were asked to play the Gateway's 1-year anniversary show, and Johnny being out of town, we got our friend Jack Simons from Unicorn Harvest to play the bass, and he can boogie, man. I mean, he was definitely great to play with. The gig went okay. Eric and I did this wrestling spot because we had this show coming up at the Gateway where they booked us to do backyard wrestling, and so we wanted to hype it a little bit, so we had like a little mock dispute and kind of put our guitars down. Then we went out in front of the audience and I pretended to like punch Eric a couple times. Then I did the gender bender, which is Frankly Fabulous's signature move. It's a Manhattan drop, swivel into a diamond cutter. Just like Frankly Fabulous, you know, Manhattan and diamonds. It didn't go over super well. Nobody really applauded or anything. I don't think people know what to make of it.
Give my snark.
Yeah, it's on my guitar. After the Gateway show, I really wanted to party because, like, I had this wristband and, like, there were all these bands playing and, like, I don't go to Bushwick that often, so, like, I wanted to hang out, and I think it was just because our stage show is so high octane, you know, and we did the wrestling in the middle of it, and just, like, it's this huge adrenaline kind of spike. But after the show, I just felt really nauseous. Maybe it was this bowl of chili that I ate. I don't know why I ordered chili. That was probably the dumbest thing I could possibly order. James Diner. I rarely get such photogenic food. I gotta take a picture of it. Memories, you know? Just listen to Third Eye Blind.
Eating nachos.
Yeah, right. So my buddy Nevin does this circuit bending where he can sort of jimmy rig NES cartridges and sort of play around with the different, I don't even know, I'm not even going to try to technically explain it, but he said he could turn them into guitar pedals, which, man, that's $1 million idea if I've ever heard one, you know. It would look like an NES cartridge, except it'd have the little button on top, and literally you'd be using the motherboard of the game itself to sort of manipulate the guitar input and spit it out into some kind of, you know, Nintendo processed sound. So this was a version of Super Mario that he just turned into total gibberish, and it becomes this kind of nightmarish, incoherent experience, much like life itself.
Time's over. Oh, you're bashing shit that's not even there.
No, it's there.
This mode is pretty fucking hard.
It's the pointillist mode.
This is really difficult.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man. There's very
No
low
meaning,
contrast of reality
no-
in this
Yeah.
game.
There's no rhyme or reason to
No.
life.
You're just punished for no reason. Just like life. You have no idea what you're doing, where you're
Punishment.
going.
Punishment, no reward.
Nothing
minimal
corresponds to...
Get that.
Oh, but you got the
mushroom.
start
Oh, you got the
time.
star. You're trying to get the star. Plow
Da,
through.
da, 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 da.
I get it.